And we have some people here that are such a dynamic couple. And we're so fortunate that they have paved the way for all of us. They are senior presidential directors. We are part of their team, which is the fastest growing team in Lifewave International. So let's give it up for that. So what I'm going to do, without further ado, I want to welcome to the front of the room, Senior Presidential Director Gina Merritt.
We are so excited to be here. We are honored and excited and blessed. And guess what? This is stop number 1 on the wake-up call. So if you're wondering why did we name it the wake-up call, because it is, you got to wake up. Yeah. This is too big. Look at the room is too small. Is that exciting? So hey, Zoom people, welcome everyone around the world. We got a lot of Zoom people on. I'm Gina Merritt. We're from West Palm Beach, Florida. We're excited to be here. This is stop number 1 on the wake-up call, and we're going to be talking about this amazing X39 little tiny patch that is completely changing lives, guys. This is, again, our stop number 1 on the 2-week tour. We are so excited. Now, let me tell you what, we are fired up. We got energy. This is incredible. This little tiny technology is the easiest thing you will ever share. As we're driving here from the airport today, the driver's like, what do you guys do? You look so classy. I mean, come on, I had leggings on, you know. Anyways, I said, well, I got green on for money. You like money? And he's like, yeah. And he starts showing me his 1099s, guys. I'm serious. He made $4 million on one business, $5 million on another business, and he's flat fired up. We put a patch on the back of his neck, and he is actually watching right now. Corey. Hi, Corey. And he's so excited. We actually called. Steve and him were talking. He said, you know what? I have a really sharp friend in Orlando, Winter Haven. We called him on the phone. He's all excited. I think it's Terrence Torres. We called him on the drive. Guys, this is the easiest thing. I'm telling you what. I'm so glad you're here. You're going to enjoy your night tonight. And when you walked in, you got this enrollment form. So 21 months ago, Steve Merritt, 21 months ago, right? We always say, he says 20, I say 21, so let's get it on the same page. So 21 months ago, we filled this form out and made a commitment. We actually got the diamond package. There's 3 different packages on here that you can get. But the key thing is, the most important thing is to get in whatever you can afford, okay? We were making zero. I'm retired from Delta Airlines as a flight attendant, so the exit doors are right there. You guys have any concerns or anything? And if this ship goes down, just grab your ankles and say goodbye. I don't know anything else. Anyways, we're so excited. This is incredible. This tiny little patch has little paper on the back of it. You peel it off. The inside is made of nano-organic crystals. For those of you who are new, nothing goes in your body. Nothing goes through your body. It's absolutely incredible. You put this patch on and your body is going to do magic miracles. Our bodies were intended to heal on their own. And let me tell you, 21 months ago, Steve and I actually prayed for 4 things. We prayed for the right product, the right ownership, a product that would work, and God's favor. And let me tell you, we have God's favor all over this product, all over this business. And I hope you're excited. If you're not religious and you're like shaking because I just said God's favor, get ready, baby, because I'm telling you what, you need God's favor right now, because things are not the way they used to be. Cars are not the same price. Food is not the same price. So get ready that you can start up a business that can go in over 80 countries at the most you can spend is $15.99. Get fired up about that, because this is life-changing. I have seen testimonies upon testimonies of people calling us. We start getting so emotional about what's happening with the product on different issues, people going on. And I'm telling you, we're going to have testimonies tonight. But again, the patch does not heal. It doesn't cure. It doesn't diagnose. We're not making any claims. Guys, I got a lot of fire and a lot of energy. I'm going to be 62 on April 1st, and I can run circles around some of these 25-year-olds. But I want to tell you, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get mental clarity. You're going to get energy. Your skin's going to start to change. But you can't wear the patch for 1 week and think, oh my gosh, I'm 62. I can't think that I'm going to have a miracle happen in 1 week. So I've been wearing the patch, my husband and I both. He's a retired pro water skier for 21 months. So here's my testimony. My hair is getting so much thicker on the top of my head. My skin is completely reversing. We have 4 kids. They all were pro water skiers, competed around the world. And actually, my son-in-law, Bradley, his wife, Rainey, was a 3-time world champion. I've been in the sun a lot. And I'm telling you, all my brown spots on my arms, on my face, are completely disappearing. Now, all I do is I put the patch on. The patch, just reboots my body. I'm telling you, magic is happening. So my eyes have reversed 2 notches back. My gums are completely transformed. I had a procedure done 7 years ago. It's called pinholing, and it did not work. There was no money-back guarantee. But hey, for those of you who are in here tonight, there is a money-back guarantee. But don't just wear the patch for 30 days. Like, if you're my age, you don't want to just wear the patch for 30 days. You want to wear it for 1 month every decade you are to really see what can this patch do. Don't give up, guys. $3.30 a day. That's what it's going to cost you to wear it. Don't go get a coffee if you're struggling financially, because I'm telling you what, it'll be a game changer. If you don't have your health, man, your life is going to be rough. I got a lot of fire, and I'm here to help you guys win. If you want to make some money, I'm telling you what, Johnny barred the door, because it is big. It is so big. We're so excited. But I'm not making a money claim. I don't know what your work ethic is. I know mine. And I'm all in, and I'm here all the way from West Palm Beach, Florida. This is stop number 1 out of, I think, 12 stops. And then we get home for a couple days, and then we go on a whole Florida tour. Guys, we're ready to rock this, because why? Because everybody deserves better health, and they deserve to have their finances shifted. This is the year, 2024. We named our team, This Is It. And why is it? Because this is it. The product is it. I'm telling you, the company's going to pay you. The more you word of mouth this product, the more you're going to get paid. This is a game changer. People are on their knees praying for something, and we got it, baby. This is it. So we're so excited to be here. We actually named our tour Wake Up Call, because we want people to wake up. Don't think that, if you're struggling and you're thinking, I don't know how I'm going to get better. The doctor has no answer, this or that. I'm telling you, wear this patch faithfully, consistently, your body will completely shift. God intended your body to heal. And this is a game changer for each one of you.
We're having a blast. Like Gina said, we came here because we prayed for over a year for a product that would do the talking for our friends. You cannot hide the X39 if you wear it and you put it behind your neck or put it on your arm. People are going to ask you, what is that? What is that patch? And that's what it's growing. Even if you don't say something, people are talking about it. So we decided that, hey, look, we don't need to go on this tour, but we want to help the guests that are here tonight understand the big picture. So the people that brought you here are being able to see that, oh my gosh, this is the real deal. This isn't just, we're not playing tiddlywinks here. This is for real what's happening. So the minute we got off the plane already, people are saying, what do you do? They don't even know us from Adam, and they're asking us, what do you do? So, if we got to come here to Georgia and sponsor everybody, we will, but we really want you to have them. David Schmidt, we got to meet this gentleman. We never knew him before 21 months ago. He's a very influential inventor. He specializes in age reversing. Now, we live in Palm Beach County. Atlanta's not much different. Everyone wants to look, and not only look, but feel younger. So we're not only talking about beauty, we're talking about your muscles, your better quality of life. Who wants to get old and not have all kinds of success, but they can't golf, they can't do some fun stuff? So that's what we're talking about. Now, he's got over 130 patents, kind of like, your neighbor. Think about it. You know anyone with 2 patents, 3 patents, maybe a few people might, but I rarely found anyone that even has a patent, let alone 100. He lost track, he said, after 130, okay? This unique device started to come to place when he, similar, not the exact one, in 2004, when the U.S. government contracted him to keep Navy SEALs awake for 30-plus hours at a time, and he came up with our energizing patch, right? What happened was it helps them keep oxygen in the bloodstream. They use it to this day, and that's how eventually the stem cell activation patch came to play. And this is all we talk about now, because everyone on the street, the hottest topic is stem cell therapy. Everybody wants to know. And that's when he started in 2008 doing research on stem cell therapy. So what happens is that it took him a while. This is the reason why they call it X39 is because it's prototype 39. Okay, so 39 tries at this, 10 years, $4.5 million. It's amazing. I love the grit, the stamina here, David. Some people get in, they talk to their neighbor, they say no, and they cry and go home. I mean, if your neighbor wants their stem cells in their brain to be dormant for the rest of their life, what can you do about it? I mean, the fact they said no.
Our neighbor, I don't think he's on, but we've been talking to him for too long. I'm like, next.
I mean, the fact they said no is telling you something's going on with them, right? I can't get a common sense person to say no to having their stem cells reactivated. So, by the way, this is the patent. It's a U.S. document. You can go research it, and you have to do what the patent says. It must do what they say it does, okay? And if you read the patent, it says, and I love that it is genius just the way the patch works. This is not like some patch that you've ever seen or anything you've ever seen, because normally you would think something would ooze into your body before it to work, okay? This is made up from organic plants. The crystals that are in here, when Gina says nano crystals, don't be scared. It's made up of sugars and salts from organic plants is what's in this patch, okay? You put this simple patch on your body, and the light from your body, think about that. He figured out that the light from your body, when you see night vision goggles, you can see people. That's the light. Everyone portrays it. Reflects off the patch and elevates your copper peptide right here. Google copper peptide. Go to This Is It Info, our website, and go to PubMed. They talk about copper peptide and how important it is to have in your body. You can even go to our third video on our website, This Is It Info, and listen to Dr. Leland Stillman. He's an MD saying how he uses this in his practice, and it's one of out of all the 100,000 plus machines that he's purchased, he was skeptical. I appreciate a doctor being skeptical. I appreciate you being skeptical, right? Just don't be cynical, okay? So he was skeptical, but he started using it on his patients, and it was getting, he does it on our interview, about an hour interview, says that his results with the X39 were better with his patients than his 100,000 plus machines. Right on the thing, you got to watch it. You got to tell your friends to watch it, but you got to explain it that way. You'd want to see it then. So if you research copper peptide and you elevate it, it actually reactivates your own stem cells. And I didn't know this after 14 surgeries, after being a world champion pro athlete for 25 years, but no doctor told me that as you age, your stem cells become dormant. No one. Okay, I was talking to a friend over here. He didn't know it. He said none of his friends knew it. Nobody knows in 21 months of all the people we have called and spoken with that their stem cells are going dormant. Did you know that? Every organ in your body. Do you care about that? Are you concerned that your brain stem cells are going dormant? I don't know. All of you guessed. That's probably why you're here. Someone told you your stem cells in your heart are going dormant. In your lungs, in your liver, in your kidneys, in your eyes, in your hair, in your skin. Everywhere, okay? They're going dormant to the point that at 30 years old, which it doesn't take long to get to 30. I've seen most of you out in here, right? Doesn't take long to get to 30, right? Well, at 30, half of your stem cells are active. Think about all the athletes, by the way. All those athletes that are peaking at around 25 to 30, their stem cells are on half mode. Someone's got to get to the folks, okay? Now, at 60, you're lucky if 10% of your stem cells are active. You're lucky. And that is what's got the attention of the people that I've spoken with. And then I tell them that, hey, we've got this simple X39 Patch device that only costs $99 for a month's supply. I mean, you can't go to the chiropractor for one visit for $99. A good one, okay? Let alone $99 for a month's supply. And as a former pro athlete after those 14 surgeries, you can imagine the extreme discomfort that I was in for years. I put this patch on, wearing it 12 hours on, then I threw it away, let my stem cells rejuvenate themselves, all the new ones that were created, and within 1 week, I felt better than I had in years. That was 21 months ago, right? So now you can go on my testimony, one of your friends or one of the people you hear tonight, one of Gina's, but why wouldn't you want to have her mental clarity, my mental clarity, is off the chart. I mean, do you want to have your brain at peak performance? I'm not sure. Wrong guy. So I want you to think about this. And this is not like put it this way. I never close. Someone said, I don't close. It's up to the person. You want your stem cells in your brain active, or do you want them dormant? It's up to you. Next time you go into a room and you forgot why you went in there, remember me. Okay? That is what I'm talking about. You bend over and you're like, remember me. You see what I mean? I can't stand that Steve guy. I need that patch, right? So that's all I do is say, remember, this is what's going on. And most people just want to get started. It's so incredibly easy. We'll go through that. But this is what's all led us up to it and what we found out over the last 21 months. So you don't have to be the guinea pig. You're hearing from the real live reality show that what really is happening, which is exciting for you. So, Gina, take it away.
So that's why I was saying when you're 60, you almost have no healthy stem cells. That's why I said you got to wear it for 1 month for every decade you are. So remember, you did a lot of damage on your body. Some people did. Some people did a little more. But you got to wear it. So how the X39 works. So for those of you who are new, it's amazing. Proprietary form of phototherapy. If you don't know what that is, when you leave here, Google that. It's a patented nanocrystal technology, which we talked about it. It reflects the light to activate. It's so incredible, guys. Non-transdermal, that means nothing goes in your body, nothing goes through your body, no drugs or chemicals or stimulants, non-invasive. And remember I said, Lifewave products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent, or disease of any medical condition. And these are the benefits that when he does his case studies, per the patent, these are the results that everyone has. This is incredible. I have every one of those on there. And I forgot to tell, when I would get in bed at night, my legs were so wiggly, so restless. But my veins in my legs from being a flight attendant wearing 3.5-inch heels, guys, I'm telling you, they're completely transforming. It's incredible what happens. But I've been wearing the patch for 21 months. I did not get a testimony for 6 weeks. But what did I do? I used his testimony, her testimony, his testimony. I used everybody else's testimony. I'm like, I didn't care. I knew that the results were so big and people were coming to me emotional, going in to have a heart surgery, wearing the patch for 1.5 months, and they call me crying. My heart was the valve was clogged 69%. The doctor put me in to test me, pulled me back out. He says, I'm not doing surgery. It's now 32%. Boom. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing, guys. Just this tiny little patch. So increased strength, reduced inflammation, increased stamina, energy and vitality. I got so much energy and vitality. I can, run circles around anyone. I'm telling you, it's amazing if you faithfully, consistently wear the patch. Mental clarity is off the chart. I used to be one of those sticky notes. I should have had stock in them. I had sticky notes everywhere because I couldn't remember anything. And he was the same way. He would go, I go, what are you doing? He goes, I don't know. I forgot what I was coming in here for. I'm like, whoa, we're pretty young, but that was scary. So I'm telling you, be patient. You're going to not believe what's going to happen. Restored muscle and skeletal condition, improvement of sleep. Boom, that's me, because I was not a sleeper. I lay in bed, sleep 2 hours, thinking, whoop, it's time to get up for the day. You wonder why, right? And improvement of skin appearance. My skin is completely reversing. Now, Dr. Leland Stillman made a comment on the video on our website, says that when you wear this X39 patch, there is nothing that compares to getting the collagen that your body properly needs. That's powerful compared to a protein, powder or a supplement or any kind of a collagen powder. So guys, this is huge. He says it blows away. To me, that is absolutely incredible. So here we go.
Okay, guys, this is a 77-year-old woman's brain. Now, I haven't shown anyone this that did not sign up. So we're getting 100% here tonight, okay? And those of you on Zoom, all right? Now, this is her without wearing the X39. And we did a interview with David Schmidt, and he explained exactly what we're seeing here. So on session number 1, no X39, the red is inflammation in her brain, okay? Very little stem cell activity within 3 weeks of just wearing the X39. And you notice how in this case study, particular one, he does case studies with the brain below the belly button, but this one was behind the neck, placed behind the neck, right on below your bone, behind your neck, right? So 3 weeks, you could see all inflammation is gone from her brain. Inflammation in your brain is not good. Now, let me help you on something. This is not just one 77-year-old woman's brain. This is my brain. This is your brain. This is everybody's brain not wearing the X39. So you wonder why some people don't get it right away. Now you know. I mean, it's helping you, okay? All right? So now you're seeing it. The next thing is that the session 2, the inflammation is gone. And by the way, this is not just your brain. This is your heart, your liver, your lungs, your kidney. Every organ in your body is like this until you put the X39 on. In session 3, the yellow is stem cell activity. So now the stem cells are acting properly in her brain at 77 years old compared to what it was without the X39. Now, all these case studies you can get at thisisit.info.com as well, so you can see all the things that we're talking about.
So here are the long-term results for the case studies. Now, he cannot make any of these claims. This is all per the patent and when he does his case study. So in the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. Guys, that's huge. This tiny little patch is going to reset 4,000 genes. To me, that's mind-blowing. Within 6 weeks, your brain becomes balanced. If your brain is not balanced, I'm coming around. I'm going to do a pulse check to see if you're alive and you're breathing because I want their brain balanced. I'm telling you, $3.30 a day. Come on. Within 3 months, your collagen is increased, and I am a complete believer in that. Total testimony on my skin. Guys, I drove a boat. What age did our kids start skiing at? 10, 8, 10. We got 4 of them. Now they're 36 to 27. Guys, I didn't have a canopy. We were so broke we didn't have a cover over our boat. So I got beating sun twice a day, and he pulled them at the evening. I'm telling you, crazy stuff. If you saw my skin before and after, and I barely have foundation on, ladies. I'm telling you what, you're going to be blown away at your skin. You'll be so fired up. You'll be hugging and kissing me. Within 6 months, your heart reverses in age. That is huge. I'm talking, we have testimony of testimony of testimony. If your heart ain't ticking right, baby, we're digging a hole.
Yeah.
You know, it's not good. It's not good. So this is absolutely incredible. And I love what David Smith says. It's not about anti-aging. It's about age reversing. So here is how you wear the X39. So when you come in today, we do not put it below your belly button because that wouldn't be proper. We put it behind your neck. So sometimes I do wear it here and someone wants to see it. And I've said, well, today you're not going to see it. You just got to believe me. I got it on. Yeah. So in his case studies, so I always call it like this is case study A and this case study B. It was somewhere below the belly button, somewhere behind the neck. I prefer it behind my neck. Why? It's closer to my brain. So I don't know. So you wear the patch for 12 hours on, 12 hours off. You put it on tonight. I want to encourage you. Leave it on all night. When you wake up in the morning, you're going to peel it off because you just put it on. You're going to peel it off in the morning. You're going to throw it away. But this morning when I woke up at, 6 a.m., we had to go get blood work done, getting a physical. So I put it on this morning at 6 a.m. I'm going to take it off when I go to bed tonight. But your goal is to wear it 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Put it on in the morning when you wake up. I like to put mine by our coffee because when we go get our coffee, that's the first thing we do. I have hot lemon water. I have it right there. So I remember to put it on, wear it for 12 hours. When you get done at the end of the day, you peel it off, throw it in the garbage. Your body rests, rejuvenate. Drink a little extra water. Some people say they go through a detox. Every day you wear a fresh patch. How long do you wear the patch? I'll tell you one thing. I'm wearing it till Jesus takes me home. Because when I forget to put it on, I'm like, whoa. I can feel different. And I'm telling you, you're going to love it. It's not like you're on speed or anything, but it does have a good feeling.
Let's do some testimonies, all right? You heard our testimonies, okay? And that's life-changing. So you don't need a lot of testimonies when you're talking to someone. You just keep it simple and tell them what you're hearing. So if you don't have one yet, you tell about, hey, I just talked to a pro athlete. He had 14 surgeries, living with very discomfort in his life and not a good quality of life. Put the patch on within 1 week. He's feeling better. So you just talk about what your testimony is.
And let me tell you what. This guy, okay, I've been to 14 surgeries. I went at everyone. I met everyone in the waiting room. I just had so much fun. I would lie to what he's getting done in the room. I just had a blast. But let me tell you what, this dude, after 14 surgeries, would take handfuls. I would always, when we come home from surgeries, 14 surgeries, I put all those painkillers in my safe. He doesn't even know the code to get in. But let me tell you, he would take Advil, Excedrin, whatever the heck, that stuff that just eats your insides every day. And he's so glad. He's so happy because I would say, "Are you in that again?" Because I got really good ears. I can hear the jar jiggling when he's trying to be like quiet. I'm like, "Are you in that again?" So let me tell you, after 1 week, guys, this is a huge testimony. This is literally saving his organs, that he doesn't have to take that stuff anymore, and that this patch is just making his body completely do a reboot, and his body's working on its own. It's incredible. You're going to be blown away how you're going to feel.
One thing you need to know, too, is when you put it on, too, it's going to go to your weakest ailment. So you don't know. You might have, like, say, tennis elbow, but something's going on with your liver or your heart. It's going to be working on those things that you don't feel. Like Gina said, her gums came back to recession. It was her dentist and orthodontist, because they were trying to work together with braces and everything for it to work. And she was blown. They were blown away by what they saw. We both went into the eye doctor after just 4 months wearing the X39, and he told me, "Steve, you know that your eyes have reversed in aging." I've gone to this guy for 20 years, very analytical, has all the machines, lives on the lake that we live on, and he tells me this. And now I'm sitting there trying to stay calm, but remember what I prayed for my friends to win. And I am saying to him, "Yeah, it sounds interesting. Can you show me where they were?" And he showed me where they were, and I'm like, my friends are going to be rich. That's what I'm thinking about you back then. That was months ago, right? So then I go to pay, and I say to Gina, "You're not going to believe this, but the doc says my eyes reversed in aging." She said, "He told, hip is it HIPAA laws or whatever? You can't tell your own spouse." They couldn't even tell me what he told my wife. He didn't say, "Your wife's eyes reversed in aging too." Then I'd be like screaming, right? Where she says, "He told me the same thing." Said, what are the odds that he's never said that in 20 years? All of a sudden, he tells us both in separate rooms, "Here's where your eyes reversed in aging," and he's never seen a 61-year-old woman eyes reverse in aging. We high-fived it right there in front of all the ladies that want to sell you the prescription glasses, and they said, "Why are you high-fiving?" Because we just saved $1,000 each, right, for $99 a month. So you don't know what it's going to do for you. You don't know what it's doing. Just like you don't see your eyes going bad, you don't see them going good. So you don't know what it's doing for you, but it's incredible. So let's get some testimonies up here. Maybe Verdita can help us. You're hosting tonight.
Tina Fair, come on up and share your powerful testimony.
I've been using the patch since November 2022. Fairly healthy, corporate job, 12, 14 hours a day, completely stressed out. So before I got the patch, I was exhausted. Some days I just can't even put one foot in front of the other, and had my resignation letter written. I hope my boss is not listening. I was just exhausted. Start wearing the patch. The first thing I noticed was, oh my God, I had all this energy through the roof. I could sleep, deeper sleep. I'm an insomniac. Been taking sleeping pills from Walgreens for as long as I know. And then the biggest thing that I noticed, which I didn't even notice right away, but I had tinnitus or ringing in the ears. Sometimes it would be like a hiss or a loud noise, and sometimes it would be so loud I couldn't even hear the ceiling fan in my room. It would keep me up. I couldn't sleep. About 6 months after I started using the patch, all of a sudden, I didn't even notice, but I wasn't hearing that sound. And now, sometimes I don't even hear it at all. Sometimes it's just a little hiss, but it's just not as bad as it used to be. I don't have the migraines, and it's just been a blessing. So I'll be wearing this patch for the rest of my life.
Claudia Jones, come share your powerful.
Claudia, come on up here.
During the pandemic, I was diagnosed with spinal stenosis. Spinal stenosis is a narrowing in your spinal cord, and it causes severe pain in your back, your lower back, down my leg, even to my feet where I was having neuropathy. I had 3 epidurals. I was on all kind of medication, and none of it worked. I went to rehab. I did everything I could think of. I was using a cane. I know now I was probably on my way to a wheelchair. When the patch was introduced to me, I haphazardly used it. I didn't really know what I had. But when I realized and started patching every day. I no longer take my medication.
Wow.
I no longer use my cane. I was in severe pain every day. I would wake up in the morning, I couldn't even straighten up. I would be like this.
Wow.
My husband would have to straighten me up. And so to me, the patch is a miracle.
Wow. It is a miracle.
It was a miracle. Come on.
My name is Dave Gregory. High blood pressure runs in my family because no one runs in my family. I have a background in stand-up comedy. I was doing stand-up comedy in Los Angeles for 10 years. And I had to leave because I got so sick.
Wow.
I've had over 20 surgeries. I'm legally blind. I'm going to show you something. You see all of this stuff here? Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm on dialysis. I was in a wheelchair on and off for a few years. And it was crazy because, I lost a lot. I was in a nursing home, in my 30s. Before I started doing the patch, I'd be sleeping all day, not want to do stuff. And I do YouTube. So, it's like the days that I have energy to do YouTube, it's good. But some days I'm just like, man, I don't feel like doing anything. I'm just sleeping. And she said, you want to try this patch? I was like, I'm willing to try anything, even a witch doctor, whatever, I didn't believe in the product, to be honest with you. I thought it was nonsense. Yeah. And so I put it on. And for any diabetics to understand, anytime you eat bread, that's the worst thing in the world. And so I'm addicted to public subs. And so after dialysis, I was craving a public sub, and I got one, and I was like, let me take insulin, and I ate the entire sub, and normally my sugar goes to 230, it stays up there. Matter of fact, 2 hours later, I had to take some sugar because my blood sugar just dropped. It was crazy. And my energy is way better. I asked my mother to take me to the mall to walk around because I wanted to because I'm an outgoing person. That's just the way I am, now I have this hope that and promise that that I believe that after 4 months or, I'm 40. That's why I say 4 months. Yeah. And after that time, I'm going to get my driver's license again and, get a car and start driving. And I've been on the patch. This is it's my third week. Yeah.
Hey, that is God's favor. That is wearing the patch faithfully, consistently. Again, the patch didn't cure, heal, diagnose, treat, guys. He put the patch on and his body is doing the work. Absolutely incredible. Thank you.
What if we would have said no?
Yeah.
What if Ken and Lynn Robinson would have said no? What if Perdita would have said no? What if all the people that led us to David would have said no, and they were selfish and did not say yes? You didn't know this was a responsibility here tonight for you to come here and do this, okay? It's a responsibility for you to share because you don't know what anyone is going through in your neighbor's house, in your friend's house at church, in your coworkers,
Chair.
A wheelchair, in a nursing home. And I know because I've had those 14 surgeries young, and they've wheeled me up to the table, to play checkers in those nursing homes. I've been there because that's where you go to recover, rehab place, Now, how about my friend Claudia with the cane? She's not walking with a cane anymore. Better quality of life. This is incredible, okay? And I love the fact that a couple people came up here tonight and said they didn't even believe that it would work, and it worked. Now that's incredible that they didn't even believe it. The longer Gene and I wear it and the longer our friends have been wearing it, we've even seen more and more testimonies as we go. I remember, well, first of all, we got 2 grandkids, so people say, well, how old do you have to be? One of them has been trying to get, my daughter's taken her to the dermatologist and couldn't get a rash off the back of her leg for months, put the X39 on, gone. Okay? So how old is Lemmy?
3.
3, okay? Then we have my grandson has been getting styes on his eye continuously, tries to get it, goes to the doctor, put warm things, cut it, this and that. We put the patch behind his neck, my daughter, okay? And Raimi, my daughter Raimi puts the patch on him, and he hasn't had it since. So you don't know what can happen. And we're saving other money in other ways, like my brother-in-law, okay? He's a serial entrepreneur. They will tell you they've never, ever seen this kind of ROI, return on investment. They're making they did a training every Saturday. We do a training for an hour. So that's all you have to do is to learn how to build this is come on Saturday, log on to a Zoom. And they said that a couple weeks ago that they were making 800% more than their investment per week in like 19 months. But now they went to Mexico with us on a free trip. And while they were in Mexico, it went up to 1,000%. So they're on vacation. That doesn't happen when you own a company because they've owned companies and it's a lot of work, a lot of responsibility, right? So anyways, he would go to the dermatologist for years and she'd have, because he was a farmer by trade, so all those years in the sun, they'd have to freeze all the different things on his back. And he swore that she was making her car payment with his freezings, right? So he puts the patch on. A couple months later, goes in there. He said, I'm starting to feel my skin a lot different. He noticed it before he went in, and she couldn't find anything. He said she seemed a little upset. So you're going to save money in many, like our prescription glasses, you're going to save money in a bunch more ways than you think. In my case, I had all those red lines from being out in the sun, like really deep red veins. I don't know what they call it. But it was the dermatologist couldn't figure it out. They put all kinds of stuff on my face and it didn't work. It took about a year and a half, and now I can't find it anywhere on my face. So now I'm not claiming that like I'm a doctor of any way to help all you guys, right? But I will say that it's working. Seems to be working. You just put it on, and like Gina said, we're not making any claims. We're just saying put it on. That's the best form of research, isn't it? Just put it on and watch it happen. Now, I'm going to share with you some more things that you don't want to be procrastinator on getting started because of what we're going to see and what you have your hands on. Very simple to explain to somebody. And again, the hottest topic on the street. I had just read the book Life Force. I don't know if anyone read that book by Tony Robbins, but it's all about your health and new things that are happening out, new technology. Huge chapters on reactive stem cell injections, okay? But he talked about how much it costs, about $25,000 for his. But he talks in that book kind of like, yeah, just get $25,000, just grab it out of your pocket and go get injected. Like we all got 25 grand walking around, right? And then they say it doesn't always work. You might have to do it 2 or 3 times. Oh, yeah, give me 100,000. People are hearing more and more about stem cells. My doctors always were telling me to get injections as well, but that was for like a certain muscle or a joint, and that's the only place it stays. So that's the difference here. It doesn't go to every organ in your body. So this is the website. So if you're brand new, don't get so hung up on what you have to say. We didn't really say a whole lot weird, crazy stuff that you can't. I mean, we said we've got a technology. Do you know that your stem cells are going dormant? You need to have this technology to reactivate them. Of course, we told you how the light from your body elevates the copper peptide, reactivates your own stem cells, right? But you could just say it reactivates your own stem cells tonight. You know what I mean? Your friend. This can be the biggest opportunity you've ever seen in your life. But you have to take it serious, like a business. That's the hardest part because all you do is you buy how many sleeves that you want to get started, anywhere between $300 and $1,600 to get started. And people don't take it like they bought a franchise for $250,000. If you did that in 36 months, your life would be completely changed. But you just have to stay consistent. Who in your right mind, after your hearing tonight, would not want to be on this product and not want to take it as a business? Says, start by paying for your patches. Make $100 a week. Make $200 a week. But you could literally make CEO money. I just want you to get this because one of the things, like I'm a coach, so I did this not comfortably talk. Like when you say call a friend, anyone in my cell phone and tell them about this, I get nervous and she knows I start sweating. You've done something, I can coach it. I've been a ski coach, taught world champions my whole life, but that's after I learned it. So I'm just letting you know that if I can do this without wanting to speak and start a conversation, even my friends that I know on my phone, every one of you can make this happen. But when they ask me a question, I say, that's a good question, and I point to this website and tell them that, hey, there's case studies on here, there's doctors' reviews, you got to watch at least the first 3 videos. Watch them as soon as I send it to you. The first one is about phototherapy, how the patch works. The second one is David Schmidt, the inventor of the X39, explaining how it works. And the third one is the most important. It's Dr. Leland Stillman. He's an MD. He's not paid by Lifewave. He uses it in his practice, and he says it's the most productive technology he's ever seen in the medical industry. There's even doctors on this website that say they've been in the medical world for 40 years, and this is the biggest breakthrough. You have it in your hands, and no one else has it in Atlanta except for you. You see how I don't just, okay, I'm going to send you the link, okay? So I give it a little oomph for them to watch it. I'm just helping you, and I even put that in the text. Here's what you need to watch when I send it to you. I don't just send you the link, okay? So this is for you. Isn't that neat? That takes a lot of pressure off you, that you don't have to be a doctor or know anything. As a matter of fact, if you really know our industry and you learn it, because we're experts at it, I'm just telling you, we create millionaires. That's what we do. And when I told this to Cody today, he's watching. He said, "I want to be your next one." You're talking to people that want to have something more. And by the way, would you agree there's as many people praying for the stress of finances to come off their life as there are health-wise? Probably more. Okay, because if we can help them with their finances, they'd have more time to get in better shape and to focus and do the things that they really need to do with their body. So that's my theory. So I'm going to explain how the compensation plan works here. I want you to know this, that one thing that you can really relax with is if you're brand new, you are going to be the best at this. The newest people seem to be the best, and I hope you can keep that childlike faith and keep doing that same, like me, Gina and myself. We just stay excited, all right, and we don't try to be experts. Like my friend Mike Hernandez will tell you, the Merritts are good at being genius at not being genius. So you got to learn this, okay? You don't want to be like, even if you know the answer, you got to say, hey, that's a good question. You're going to go to This Is It Info, and they're going to explain exactly what is on there, okay? You don't need to be the person to do the research for that person. You did your own research. Let them do theirs, okay? So the great thing about this is this. You get to do this part-time. You cannot do it full-time. Everybody's at work. So you get to do it part-time, and you never quit what you're doing. You just keep doing it. Now, once you start making 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 times, 5 times, maybe 10 times what you make in your job, you might think twice about showing up. If you ever are showing up, and I know in Atlanta you are hard workers up here, right? Have you ever shown up and you're on your game at your career and you say, hey, I appreciate what I do here. I appreciate my career, appreciate what God's given me. I just don't feel I'm getting paid what I'm worth. You run with me for 36 months and you're going to say something completely different. Because even when you're full-time, you can only do this part-time. And the money, like my friend, my brother-in-law, his pay went up. And everyone that we were with in Mexico, their pay went up when we were in Mexico. And they weren't working, they were having fun in Mexico. Would you like that to happen? Okay? Would you like to one day feel so guilty you're making so much money? I don't feel, they're paying me more than with the effort I'm doing. That's what's going to happen, but you got to have a little bit of grit. The guy took 10 years to bring the product to the thing. I got people in 2 weeks, they get tired. Put 2 patches on if you're that tired, right? This is your moment. If you've ever prayed for a moment, this is your moment. It's the easiest thing. It's the funnest thing. And you know what? Not only do you want to have taken the financial stress off you, being around a team of positive people, okay, is wild. I want to tell you this much. We're about to run an event in Orlando, Florida. It's going to happen in July, okay? And it's going to be off the chart. Here's what happened to the company. When we started, we haven't had an event July 7th in 2022. So we just started doing it, me and Gina picking up the phone, and we started having success, okay? So we decided we were only in about 6 months. Let's have a little virtual event only online. And the company grew 120% in 1 year from that event. Okay? We taught everybody what we know. We hit the highest rank in 23 days. It took everybody 4 years. For 19 years, the company's been around. It took them 4 years to hit the highest rank on average, and we did it in 23 days. Okay? And we picked up the phone and spoke and called and contacted every single person. Did you know your stem cells are going dormant? No, I didn't know. There's this device. It's only $99 a month. It's patented. Nobody knows about it. It screams opportunity. Do you want your stem cells reactivated? Do you want to make some serious money? Yes. That's it. Scratch my head. Talk to the next one. Give me my patch back. Take it right off them. All right? So that's what we do. All right? Now they're like thinking. They're serious. Yes, we are. Your stem cells are going dormant. Hey, did you know I just sold my company for $60 million? Okay? As a matter of fact, Torrance, who's on here, Therese, all right? He sold his company for $18 million, and he's fired up. So don't think that you're just kidding. I love this, guys. Okay, Jason said, I sold my company. I said, Jason, maybe you don't want to make money with me and my friends, but let me tell you something. If you got $60 million, you do not want to be walking around your town with $60 million in your pocket with dormant stem cells. Oh my gosh, give me that biggest pack. And he's led me to all kinds of people. I mean, this isn't like, the reason why we're winning is right here. This isn't a normal networking Me Too. Point is, this is like their life is going to be changed. Right here, you heard it, okay? You better be wearing it. Oh my gosh, put it on me, okay? You got your hands on something. You could talk to anyone, no matter how successful, I don't care if they're a billionaire, they need to be wearing the X39. That's powerful, okay? So, it's a 19-year-old company, okay? So we started, it was about 100, ever since the X39. So it's been mostly promoted by doctors, which is interesting. That's how powerful it is. For 17 years, they had other patches, okay? But they didn't do what the X39 does, and they weren't stem cell reactivating, which is the hottest topic. That's why we don't teach anyone to do anything different but this, because one product focus will take your family to get free very quickly. If you want to do something different, like other people want to be busybodies, you can if you want, but we're right now focusing on the people because we know what we're doing. That's how we helped 174 friends make $1 million or more. Cheryl watched us, Guy watched us, all right? And we had one product, okay? We've only done this twice in our life in 36 years, so we're not like jumping around doing different things, okay? When we say we're doing something, we're serious, okay? And we're going to take this to $1 billion. It went from 120 when we got started to $430 million in 21 months. We're taking it to 600 million this year. Who wants to help me? And then we're going to go to $1 billion. We're down on our luck. 21 months ago, we weren't making much money. Yes, we had some savings, but we didn't want to take it out of there. And we were praying, but we weren't succeeding. Everybody in the company we were at that we helped all our friends win was sold, and they only had these Me Too products. We couldn't sponsor a fish for 6 years. So we were down on our luck, but we knew how to win. So that's a good attribute, okay? But we didn't know it was going to be like this. We prayed for God's favor. We started making phone calls. But the attorney that's in the room tonight, the business owner that's in the room, the restaurant owner, the hair salon owner, the software owner, the professional that's an accountant in here has way more credibility and has more people listening to you than we did 21 months ago. So if you want to win and get it done in 23 days, you could do it. If you pick up your phone and you start saying, you want your stem cells reactivated, you want to make some money. If you only say stem cells reactivated, that's not what I said. I told them because of this product, and nobody knows about it, like my friend just said, how many people do you think you spoke to so far since you started? Several. And nobody's heard about it. It screams opportunity. So that's what I say. I write the script out on our website that you can look at, but I want you to make sure you know that is how you win. You need people that are going to promote it with you. You can't just keep it. That's what the doctors did here. They never told anyone there was a business, so it's a top secret. Until Gene and I, they launched the X39 just before we came on, and then we started promoting it like a business, teaching you how to build the business, and we know exactly what to do and how to do it. And all we do is we have Zoom meetings on Saturday to train you how to make it happen, which is interesting because a lot of times in our industry for years, people don't want to have to get babysitters, right? Or they don't want to drive across town. But a Zoom, come on, you can sit there and take a note for an hour to get free for the rest of your life. Okay, so now we're in 75 countries, so that's interesting because if it was a startup, usually you're only in, when we did a startup, we only were in America. So now you're in different countries, and we do it on Zoom, so it starts spreading all over the country and around the world very quickly, so you can start making and generating a business all over the world. Would that be pretty neat? Not many people can make money from Malaysia or Hong Kong or Australia if they own a sign business, right? Or if they have if they're an accountant. You're not making money around the world. I mean, imagine what happened to me. I knew a friend of mine who was a tennis pro in Orlando when I used to live there for 10 years. And I called him, and he was skeptical, but he signed up. And now he's building the business all through Australia. And tonight, when we go to bed, where's the sun coming up? Australia. So now they had like 4 people earn the free trip to Mexico from Australia. And now they're even more on fire. There's like a bunch of them at the second highest rank. And as you're sleeping, people are promoting the X39 while you sleep. And you know what? You might say, I don't know somebody. Somebody knows somebody knows somebody in another one of the countries. We just opened up South Korea, okay? And like 20,000 people on our team signed up in 1 month, okay? You don't know. I didn't know him. Somebody else on my team knew him. This is why it's working, by the way. It's because it's not a Me Too product. This is a product that's exclusive, patented. Everybody needs it. Nobody knows about it. That's why you're going to win. So anything you've ever heard of somebody saying, oh, I have a friend that didn't work in that. Okay, you can't think of that if you want to win here, because that's not what this is. It's all got to do with, we have a product that the owner is the inventor. I've never seen this now, but this guy has lived with 130 patents doing this his life. This is like his baby. This is what he does. It's in his heart. We don't need a doctor. We don't need anyone. He does the speaking because it's so passionate and he knows exactly what's going on. Normally, they hire a doctor.
So when we were in Mexico, Steve and I got very emotional because we said, hey, we prayed for God's favor, but this little device, we were in Mexico at the pool, on the beach, everyone at what is that? What is it on the back of your neck? I said, oh my gosh, it was almost like a wake-up call that we were like, because God gave us favor, but people see this little device, so they're all like asking us, what do you got on? What's on your wrist? What's on the back of your neck? It was like the whole resort ended up all signing up. I'm telling you. But if you really realize what you have your hands on, it's big, guys. It's so big.
That's incredible. Ron, I've never seen it, going to a resort where everyone signed up.
Yeah.
And they all were so happy about it because they're like, if you're successful, why would you want to go around the country, travel with dormant stem cell? This is like a simple no-brainer. I don't know if you're saying that, if you've been in the business and you're not having, it doesn't even need a close. You either want your stem cells reactivated or you're not, and give me my patch back if you don't. Where's your wife? Where's your husband? Where's somebody with common sense, right? Okay, when we started 21 months ago, no one knew who Lifewave was, okay? Now it's on the number one momentum rank in the entire world. We just had the corporate team come in, and they spoke at our virtual convention in January, and they said that This Is It team, what Gina said is our team, is the number one fastest growing team. Our growth is passing up the Lifewave volume. It's wild what's happening. So at least when you come in here, we know exactly what to do. Okay? As a matter of fact, the Japanese, if anyone knows anything about networking, they were the number one country when we started. America is like the number one country for our industry, but it's not easy. Americans are tough. Okay? It better work or they're not convinced. But he didn't even want it to work, and it worked. What do you see what I'm saying? It's working with him even. I don't want it to work, but it works. We took it from Japan. You do not do that in networking. Asians work like ants. They are hardest workers you're ever going to meet. Am I right? Okay? And if America takes it back, one of our biggest check marks was, is there any kind of bump in America? Because we really wanted to build it here with our friends. And we knew one thing. If you want to build an international business with us, it will happen. Okay? And the reason why it's going to happen is because they're all watching us right now. Number one, timing is right now for you to get in. Because with social media, with people you know, different places, it's traveling. The word is traveling fast. Okay? So, tell me a little bit about this.
So, hey, we're not sure what you're looking for, but man, when he said hope, it gave him hope. I'm like, that is just, to me, I could stand up here and cry. Because look at his whole life. And he's like, I'm going to drive again. I'm going to get a car. And I'm so fired. I want to get a picture with you. Because I can't wait to remember this day. Because only 3 weeks on the patch, you're going to be completely transformed. I am 1,000% positive. So for Steve and I, we wanted more time. And of course, time is more money. So to spend time with your family. And I'm telling you, the company gives free trips. There's like 4 trips that they're offering. Where's the first one? Cancun?
Bora Bora, Greek Isles. Thank you, Ferdita. And then there's a surprise trip we don't know yet.
Our goal for This Is It team is to get everybody out of debt. Everybody. There's no reason why you cannot get out of debt.
Okay, and then when you're thinking about this, don't necessarily think about, do I want to do something different? Nobody wants to do something different, but I will tell you this much. You can, no matter how busy you are, you can fit this in your busy schedule, because all we're doing is we teach people, we call it our pro strategy, where we patch or we revisit, follow up, or we point to a Zoom every day. I encourage you to do about 5 a day. You're going to expose it to 5 people. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to spend a lot of time. You might talk to somebody that says, I don't want my stem cells reactivated. Then you're done. It only took you 10 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, you're just looking. All you're doing is looking them in the eye. You want something more? No, I don't. Okay. And sometimes you can tell if they're not interested. Like, good. All right? Just take it away. I give them the This Is It info. Say, you do your own research. But I got to move. Okay? So I'm not saying you're draining this out. I mean, it could take 30 minutes in a day. no more than an hour to just speak to 5 people, either on the phone or in person, and that's 150 people in a month. You're going to win. You're going to win, but you don't quit your career where you're just saying, hey, would you like a second, a third stream of income? Would you like to have some hope to maybe one day get out? You never know what anything can lead to anyways. I mean, people that are getting replaced by computers every single day. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know, it might be out of your hand. So anyways, here's how the comp plan works. You won't understand everything. I'm going to go through it very, very quickly, but you'll get it. I mean, I negotiated my way out of high school. I told the teachers, if you don't pass me, I'm coming back. So I never listened when I was in high school. And I get it. So if you don't get it, you're saying something yourself. That's pretty bad. So don't try to think you can't. We'll teach you how this works, okay? All right? You're going to get in. You're like in a franchise, okay? You're in your own business. You're going to build a right team and a left team of business owners, okay? Everyone in here is in their own business. So like this would be my right team, and this is my left team, okay? So everyone is going to be taken and building the business for their own reasons. Think about this. When you sign up, like right now, there's all the guests that are in here tonight, and there's all the guests that are on the Zoom. When you get in, you can only put a friend to the right and a friend to the left. The next friend's got to go underneath this friend. The next one's got to go underneath that friend. When you put 2 right, 2 left, that's the first rank called manager. Okay? So that's your first goal. Don't try to learn everything. We're just going to first get you to manager. Okay? Now, what's interesting here is that all the guests that are getting in all have to go underneath people. If you're a guest on the Zoom or you're a guest here, your friend has been talking to other people. Everyone's going underneath everybody. Nobody knows anybody, but they all get paid for the people that go underneath you that you don't know, up to $25,000 a week. That's $25,000 a week, and you don't know the people. I've never seen anything like that in sales where you get paid for people that you don't know. So you get that? I mean, if you're thinking, how do I do this? Okay, can you put one on the right, then one on the left? Then you put the next one right, next one left. You just keep putting people to the right and to the left, and everybody's underneath everybody. That's what you do. And as they sign up, you say, let's help you go manager, and you do the same thing. That's all we do, is just read these slides, help everybody get in, go manager, put people right and left. And you make up to $25,000 a week. Now, at first, our goal is to help you make $100 a week, because most people, if you get $100 a week, okay, eventually within 4 weeks, in a month, you pay for your package. When you sign up as a gold, how do you make your money back? It's a $4.99. You take it, you help 5 people go gold. You make $100 every time you sign them up. You make $500. So we have ways to get everyone their income back very quickly, okay? And our goal is to get you to $500 a week. If you could believe to $500 a week, you could believe to $1,000 a week. So that's what's going to happen. It doesn't happen immediately, but it can happen very quickly with the momentum that we have going on. In here, there's a lot of people that love sports, okay, in all different kinds of sports. And I don't mean it has to be pro sports, just you like to win and you like to compete. Does it make sense? When your team has got momentum, it's a lot easier, Erica. Am I right? Okay, that's what's going on here. We're the number 1 fastest growing team. It took the ones that got in earlier longer to get it done because there was no momentum. With this kind of momentum, you just like get sucked right into the momentum. We're going to put the microphone in front of you. We're going to say, how'd you do it? But we don't care. You're making it happen. That's what's going to happen. But you got to do it with us, okay? So you just put a right team and a left team commission. How are they calculating this? As the volume of these sleeves go up through these 2 legs, you're getting paid. They call it cycling. We'll help you on that. But just picture the volume is getting you paid every single week. Every week. That's about $1.3 million. Now, this part of the compensation plan is capped. Why? Because there's no cap on generations. It goes into infinity. The cap is when you get to that amount. Most people don't have a problem with that cap. Now, we really don't have to go on with this, because if you don't get excited about $1.3 million, just building a right team and a left team, all right, then you probably aren't going to get excited about it anymore. But let me tell you, what they're doing here is they're saying when you bring in your own friends, you're going to get paid a bit more money, a lot more money, okay? So when you bring in a personal friend, they call it a generation. So your first friend, so say I sponsor Perdita, okay, I'm going to get 25% of what she gets in the team commission. So she's making $1,000 a week here, I'm going to get $250 a week there. But it's not going to stop there. When she's making $25,000 a week, I'm going to make $6,250 a week. Isn't that interesting? Just one person that you sponsored. They don't take anything away from this. They add that to this. And we've already got people that have hit this. So we already know that amount of money is $6,250 from experience, okay? We didn't have this confidence when we started because it didn't happen to us, but now I know it's happening, okay? Now, one of my friends, Mike, he sponsored about 100 personals. If only 10 of them duplicate what he did, get this, 10 people, 25,000. Now you only get 20% a week from those people. So that's 5,000 times 10. Anyone do the math? How much that is? 50,000. Okay. Add that to the 6,000 that he's already capped it. That's over 50,000 a week from one person you sponsored. And that's not counting here. Think about what can happen. Now, here's why I said about being guilty. I want you to get the word picture. For all of our life, raising our 4 kids, whenever we showed up for work, our own sweat equity, Gina as a flight attendant, me as a pro athlete, then as a sales rep, we got paid for our own sweat equity. But there's only so many hours in a day, and no bosses are keeping up with the raises, like Gina said, of a truck, of eggs, of going out to dinner, right? It's not, you can't keep up anymore, okay? That's why more people are open than ever before. Forget about what anyone else thought. We homeschooled our kids and people thought we were weird, okay? Especially when I negotiate my way out, okay? But think about it. Now it's normal. Now it's a normal thing to do. Think about what's going on right here. People are more proactive with their health, and they're way more open to a business like this than starting a business with all the headaches. There's no headaches here, okay? So what happens is this. When you build this business, let's go back to this is my right team, this is my left team. Everyone here is in their own business, building it for their own reasons, but instead of building it like a franchise promoting sub sandwiches or hamburgers, they're promoting these X39 patches, okay? And as they build, we can't stop them. Give you an example. Verdita and Harvey hit the highest rank after we did, along with 30 people. That was last year. Already this year, 12 other people hit the highest rank, okay? We can't stop them if we tried. Stop, Verdita. No, I'm not going to stop. Stop, Erica. I won't stop. Nobody will stop. So whether we go, now we can go to my granddaughter's piano recital, and I don't have to stress it out. I talk to attorneys that say, we normally have to take our Sunday after church off the rest of the day studying for what we have to do in court on Monday. Think about this. There's no homework here. Let me help you. If you're really intellectual, you're going to hate this, but I love it. Okay? You only read the slides, and you never want to get very good. If you're in a profession, any profession, if you're a doctor, you better be good. If you're a dentist, you better not do something wrong or you're going to lose teeth. If you're a flight attendant, somebody could get hurt. If you're a home builder, the house could be crooked. Okay? Here, you have to learn the worst person doing the presentation makes the most money because everyone believes they can do it. This is amazing. You never have to get good. As soon as you start to get good, get bad. It's amazing. There's no pressure here. Like, never homework, never stress. But I want it for you. That's why we're here. Okay, I hope so. All right? So, I mean, we have one couple that hit the highest rank, and they personally sponsored 900. It's not even duplicate. I don't know how they did it. All right? But still, what if 10 of them do it and do what they did? It's going to be crazy. Renita and Scott Brannon. So, you don't know. I know one thing. There's some go-getters in this room. If you just stay focused and don't get hung up on how busy you are, the busier you are, the more relatable you are. It's like, okay, if I'm looking for someone who's really going to win at this, I want to find a busy, successful person. Okay? Why? Like Verdita. She's very busy, and she's got her own home design business. She's on her game, and she's amazing at what she does. But she's doing this on the side. Okay? She's going to be bumping into all kinds of successful people that do not want their stem cells dormant, and they want to make some money. Okay? But you might say, no, if you said to me, I'm not busy, I'm very nervous. Because what are you doing? Sitting on the couch eating Doritos? I mean, who are you gonna talk to? You don't know anybody. I mean, so like when you say you're busy, I'm like, yeah, you're busy. Like you're trying to make an excuse. I'm like, the busier you are, the better you're at it. I don't want to do it. They're the best ones at it. The ones that don't want to do it, they're the ones that get the most excited. So from my experience, if they don't want to do it, when they see it, the light bulb goes on, they are the best at it. All right? Kind of like David. All right? Okay, so here's the opportunity form, the order form. Tell them a little bit about it.
So here's the form as you walked in. There's 3 different packages: silver on the left, gold in the middle, diamond on the right. And we got the diamond pack. Reason being is, remember, Steve was holding up the sleeve. There's 30 patches in this. We got 19 sleeves. And guys, let me tell you what. To go in 23 days, we didn't go patch. We had fire in our voice, excitement, telling people, hey, this product is working, gave a few testimonies. There's a lot of money in it, and they're like, sign me up. What package did you get? Diamond. Okay, get me in a diamond. But, you know, maybe you're patching people. We don't patch. We put a patch on the driver today, or we put a patch on our neighbor lady just to let them see that nothing weird's going to happen. Yeah. They might not feel anything. They might feel something in 10 minutes, 10 seconds. You don't know. Everybody's body's different. But we kind of just patch them just to let them see that nothing crazy is going to happen. But let me tell you what. This is where you got to start. You got to make a decision to get in. Whatever pack is best for you. The most important thing is get in where you're comfortable. Don't go over your head. It's not rocket scientist.
You got 3 packages we're showing. These are the number 1 moving packages, the only ones we talk about because we're focused, we're zoned in. People are busy. You don't have time to have all kinds of different decisions. These are the number 3 per Meredith Burkett, who's our president. Okay? Here's the silver package. That's what you get if you are going to just try the product. You can only make $100 a week. So if you want to make money, you don't get that. Skip that one, right? Okay? $500, $499 is 5 sleeves. And now you can make everything in the compensation plan. Now, these are one-time packages. You don't have to buy them a bunch of times. You buy it once, okay? I do love the fact that you can upgrade. So if you said here, hey, I only have $300, you can get the silver package. You can start sponsoring people, and then you can upgrade to the gold. Just pay the difference. I love that because we want everyone to win. We're not here to – it's up to you where you want to go. I'm just throwing it out there, right? Usually the people that don't have the money like us, we figured out how to do it, and then we run. By the way, we're more excited now than we were then, but we had to be excited when we started. So we were dumb and excited then. Now we kind of know a little bit and we're excited, right? All right, so you be where you're at. If you're nervous, you're excited, right? I mean, it doesn't matter, okay? So this is at least a goal if you want to make money with us. Now, when you get the diamond, every time you sign somebody up as a gold, you're going to make $100. So when you sign up 5 people, you've paid for your investment. I mean, most companies never get in the black. Am I right? I mean, you have a company, you're never getting in the... Here, you do. Really quickly. Now, the diamond package, here's why you get the diamond package. First of all, you get the sleeves from $99 to $84, okay? Second of all, you're seeing to yourself, you're going to be taking it a little bit more serious. I mean, how can you take a business for $499 very, very serious, okay? Here, you're only at $15.99. You can't buy a lawn maintenance business for $15.99. Okay? Now, why do you get it? Every time you sign somebody up a diamond package, you make $500. So there's people that have made $5,000, $10,000 their first week signing people up. Okay? So that's why you get the diamond. Second of all, you get when you sign up, if you're a gold and you sign up a diamond, you only make $200. So that's why you want to get a diamond. The most important thing about the diamond package is you want to be your own mini warehouse to the people get their product. So when I signed up Mike, who hit the highest rank, I loaned him 5 sleeves. He was talking to my house the other night, how I loaned him the 5. He didn't want to do it, so I love people that don't want to do it, okay? But he signed up because he heard the word stem cells. And then I said, do not just patch yourself and be selfish. Patch all your loved ones. So if anyone knows this industry, a lot of times everyone's like, I'm going to try it myself. That's selfish. Patch every family member you got and every loved one, every go-getter, every coworker. So all the people started giving him testimonies in 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and now he's mad. Steve, I'm mad. Why? Because it worked. It's working. Now I got to do it. And then he upgraded to the diamond. Okay? But you see now I loaned him 5. He gave me the 5 back. I loaned Scott and Renita, who sponsored all those personals, their 5. Okay? And then they got all kinds of success, and they gave me it back. So you see, I'm not waiting for them to ship it from San Diego for they might have forgot they signed up. That makes sense. Don't cheapen yourself. Get to diamond as fast as you can. If Gina said, we put it on a credit card, we couldn't afford it, and we paid it off before we got it. Now, you're going to have to decide to talk to people, but it's the easiest conversation you're ever going to have, okay? We want to help everybody win. So the lady said she didn't want to get in. This is our neighbor that Gina was just walking the other day, and she said that what did she say?
I'm going to wait till I get home from the Keys. Yeah. And I said, no, you don't understand the way the binary works. You need to get in now. She went to bed. She woke up. There were 6 people underneath her. Yeah. Then she said, I'm going to get in as a gold. I said, okay. How it works is you got till Sunday at midnight. If somebody signs up in a diamond pack, you can upgrade. So she first call she made, boom, diamond pack. She calls us up, said, I need to upgrade. But then she got the 500 instead of 300, right? Smart.
And all she did was she put her friend from Michigan, she lives in our neighborhood in South Florida, and put her on listen to Renita Brennan, one of our friends, do the presentation, and she explained why to get the diamond pack like tonight. But I will say that one thing that I had a wake-up call is that when Gina spoke with the neighbor, she never heard about it. And it's our neighbor. We've been doing it for 20 months, 21 months. She hasn't heard about it. And she was in nursing, and then she was in healthcare, and now she's in real estate. Very good, very sharp woman, okay? And she has always went like this to networking or word-of-mouth business. But this is what I want you to wake up to. When we took her some samples, because we just met her, so we took her some samples, said, hey, we are 3 patches for you and for your husband. I called him Phil, but his name is really Bill, and he still signed up. So when I went to go give him this form, okay, she said, this better not be the customer form. This better be the MLM form. I want to make money. I've never done this before, but the cost of living has gone through the roof, and I'm going to do this with you. So it's a whole different story. Your mindset of people is incredible.
You're going to spend $200 a month for corporate money. This is huge, guy.
CEO money is what she's saying. Think about this.
Great.
Okay? Our overhead when we started making nothing was $200 a month. Our overhead now making 1 times, 2 times, 3 times, even more than the team commission is on $200 a month for our own product. This isn't, but you got to see it yourself. You believe it. By the way, remember our event tonight is called a wake-up call. We're trying to wake you up that this is your moment.